Get your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.
You can enter and save transactions that you create for use at a later date. These types of transactions are called memorized transactions. Sage 50 can memorize and save quotes, sales invoices, purchase orders, payments, and general journal entries that you make frequently so that you can use them again in the future without having to retype them in their entirety. When you use a transaction that you have memorized, you can still edit the information so that it works for that particular situation. That way, they're more flexible and usable while still saving you typing time. The first step is to create the transaction that you would like to memorize. You will have to use the Maintain Memorized Transaction type window to do this, and you can access it by selecting Maintain from the menu bar, rolling down to Memorize Transactions, and then choosing the selected type of transaction that you would like to create a memorized transaction for. So for example, if you wanted to create a memorized sales invoice, then choose the Sales Invoices command. So that then opens, in this situation, the Maintain Memorized Sale Invoice command window. Now you'll enter information that you would like to have reappear whenever you open a memorized transaction in the future. Note that you do not have to enter information into every field, just what you would like to save for future transactions. So you would start by entering a name for the transaction into the transaction ID. And you can give it a description. And then input the information that you would like to save. Now once you've created the transaction, simply click the Save button that appears in the toolbar at the top of the Memorized Transaction window to save it. You can then use the transaction in the future, when needed, by accessing it through the window that you used to enter that type of transaction that you memorized, like the sales invoicing screen, for example, if using a memorized invoice. Now within this window, click the drop-down button that appears next to the List button in the toolbar at the top of the screen, and then click the Select button that appears in the drop-down menu. Sage 50 will then show you a listing of the memorized transactions that you have created for this type of transaction. Just select the one that you want to use, and then click the OK button. The memorized information for that transaction will then fill in within the form. You will then just have to add any unique information that you need in order to complete the transaction. And then simply click the Save button to save it.
Like what you see? Pick up your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.